This is the morning time check now, folks. And I'm just having a think about what they call the doctor-patient relationship. I talk to people all the time. They explain to me their doctor-patient relationships, yeah. But they don't realise that what is taking place when they go to see their doctor for their relationship is that the doctor now simply refers to the computer immediately. And the relationship is not with the doctor, but with the computer. Yeah, augmentation of the human species into this digital nightmare is already taking place, folks. I was helping a chap yesterday, 83 years old, and he'd collapsed on the steps of his property near me here, and he asked me to pull his shirt up, check his bruising on his ribs and round the back. And when I asked him what had happened, had he tripped on the step, and he said no, he'd been dizzy since 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah? And the day before, he'd gone, as instructed by his doctor, through this doctor-patient relationship, yeah, to have his 10th booster. Now just have a think about that, folks. So he'd got a cut on his ear. He'd got damage and a large bruise to his ribs and a bruise around the back, and he hasn't a clue what caused him to fall. But just less than 24 hours before, through the doctor-patient relationship system, he'd been advised to go and get number 10. Yep, number 10. Think about that, folks. They told us through the media that one would do it. And then they told us number 2, and that'd be it. And here we are now. Number 10. Good morning, Ella. Hiya. Hello. Okay. I cut the lawn yesterday. The dark patch over there is where the moles keep coming through. So I have to use the hammer to tap the ground to frighten them off. Because I don't want the lawn looking like the field did here just a week or two ago. But just take a look, folks. Look into the distance here. Look at this lot here. Yeah. The government are now advising us that they're going to have to start doing this at some point that I'm showing you here to cool the earth. Yep. And then we look here. And here we have another, what I call motherfucker. And that's putting it politely, folks. But just take a look at this. It's horrendous, it's hideous, it's horrible, it's evil. But just have a think about this doctor-patient relationship that you have, folks, if you have one. And just realise that it's not a relationship with a human. There it is. I've got more relationship with this bee than anyone has with their doctor. The relationship is with AI, folks. So we'll leave the bee alone and we'll capture what's taking place here above my head. Pretty soon the body area networks that connect wirelessly through the Bluetooth, through the MAC addresses, through all this ionized, weaponized shit up in the air, folks. That's going to be the permanent relationship, not with any person, but with this digital, synthetic, pathetic system that they say they're going to implement for all life. Everyone and everything connected all the time. Just have to think about your privacy when you're connecting and talking and sharing data with things like your fridge, or your freezer, yeah, or your smart meter, folks. Have a think about the privacy factor. When you're sharing data with strangers, with a cat, with a dog, with a budgie, with anything that's got these antennae, data in, data out. I think about it all the time. I think about nothing else, folks. Because the future is relying on people like me to make a record for when all this implodes on itself and then they try and fucking hide it and say it never happened, folks, because it did. It did happen. I mean, they'd say now it's not happening when we can see it's fucking happening. So what they're going to say in the future, folks? Common sensely think about what I'm telling you. What they're going to say in the future. They deny it now while we can see the fucker. They deny the depopulation agenda. Yet we can loop through the fucking births and deaths records and see what's taking place worldwide. The poor chap round the corner. You know, I have to not allow myself to get too involved, because no matter what I tell this chap, at the end of the day, his relationship, not with the doctor, but with the computer, is going to tell him at some point, if he's still here, that he needs number 11 and number 12. On top of the pneumonia jabs he's had, on top of the shingles jabs he's had, on top of the dental work with the injections he's had, folks. There's no end to it. I'm keeping my voice quiet because there are elderly people either side of me are still in bed. But just take a look at this. Take a look. I'm trying to keep calm this morning. I'm not swearing as much. But just take a look. Another one here. And I listen to certain people on the internet and glean bits of information from them, yeah. And the likes of Joe Imbriano, the Fullerton Informer on YouTube, yeah. He says all this carbon capture, yeah, it's not to take it out of the air to save us. It's to take it out of the air for these underground facilities so they can produce oxygen. You know, and all of a sudden, from that one video, I arise enlightened again. Something to think about, folks. Yeah, they're screwing up the oxygen for us, but capturing the carbon that's needed to produce the fucking oxygen for them who are now hiding under fucking ground whilst they carry out this depopulation agenda on the entire earth, folks. And it is taking place. It's definitely taking place. Look along the cloud line there, folks. You see this evil being jettisoned from these aircraft. But look at this. What an horrible, hideous, horrendous shot of the sky as these things fly in every direction. These poison darts that have no heart, yeah, but are on a mission to scupper the nutrition from that fucking orb, folks. And for now, I'll come out in a bit. Or wherever I am in the country here. And I'll film what needs filming. But for now, with that shot, I kid you not, just have a think about the doctor-patient relationship that you haven't got. Because you haven't. An artificial intelligence running this new digital ionized weaponized system that connects everything to everyone is fake. Yeah. And look at that face.